Hello. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Everybody good? I'm good as well. Hmm. I was. I realized that something. Maybe the story should have been. Maybe the story should have been a story about. Give me a second. Um. Let me put the music on. Maybe the story should have been about some horror. It should have been a horror story because it was Halloween. I th- Well, I didn't want the first story to be a horror story. Maybe the next story can be a horror story. I'm not sure. I will think about it. Now, uh, where's the music? Give me a second. Royalty free fats music. Let me put something new. Can we put some relaxing fantasy music? Give me 1 second. Is this any good? Ah, good enough. So, yeah, I was like, maybe I should not make the first you know, the first story a horror story. Now, the thing is, we do not actually celebrate Halloween in Greece. Actually, there are many countries which. Wait a minute, I really want to look it up. Which. Wait. God damn it. Countries celebrate Halloween. Halloween is also gained traction in France, Greece, Poland, Sweden, Italy, and other countries. In many countries, Halloween has been met with initial resistance from people who regard it as either an overly commercialized holiday or an American holiday infringing upon local customs. Where it has gained traction in Greece, but it hasn't gained traction to the point where, basically, how do you say, not mayor, the whole, like, give me 1 second. It's a difficult word. In Greek it's demos, but in English it's way more difficult to say. That's why I don't remember it. Give me 1 second. Demos. Municipality. Basically, these guys, are the ones who govern the town itself.
Municipality.
Yeah, the municipality of Athens specifically. They don't actually throw any parties when it comes to Halloween. And whenever the municipality doesn't actually do any kinds of celebration, then you can't really regard it as something that, is celebrated as a whole in the country. They only people who personally want to throw parties do it. We in Greece have something else. We have Apokries, which is let me give you a small recap on that because I really want to talk about it. I didn't go to talk about Halloween at all in these passing weeks. How do you? I'm looking up the English translation. God damn it. Damn it. Give me 1 second. Επιλογή Αγγλικά. English. Okay. What? Okay, Apokryes is the 3 weeks before Clean Monday, when Grained Lent begins. They are identified with a period of the Triad, a mobile period in the Orthodox Christian tradition from the Sunday of the Publican and the Pharisee to the Sunday of the Chisiter. There are actually Greek equivalent words of all these names, so I haven't never heard them in English. Or tyranny. It is technically Halloween, but it's called Apokryes in Greece, and it's not celebrated in October. It's celebrated in February. So that's when I'm gonna wear a mask. Okay? Good. Wait a minute, I just realized the script is out of shot. Okay, now we're good. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, and I was thinking, well, okay. It's country with their own traditions, I suppose. But you see Halloween a lot in celebrated throughout across like the internet from many VTubers, like basically had new clothes, new attire, new theme, new decorations and all that, and you're thinking, why didn't I do anything? Well, because I do not celebrate Halloween. I have never celebrated Halloween, and it's not like I do not want to celebrate Halloween. But if I am to celebrate Halloween, then I have to, celebrate it with someone. Have someone introduce me to it. Because other than the trick or treat, I do not know anything else about Halloween. And I'm like, you know what? Don't worry, screw it. We'll just, remain on our own traditions. It would be better this way. I prefer to be, the person who does things differently. So, if you're actually expecting Halloween, expect it in February. That's when I'm gonna change decorations. And then everybody's gonna scratch their heads like, why the fuck is this guy... is this guy celebrating Halloween in October? in February. Anyway, where were we? I need to get back to it. It's difficult to create a script. It is genuinely difficult because you have to be invested into it. Let me have a small recap. The title I had given it is Amalia and the Cure of Lies. Amalia Cliffhanger, 19 years old, she works at the local pharmacy. She wants to help her family with her financial problems. Her father had an accident on his job some years prior, causing damage to his eyesight. It was suspected that it was not an accident. Amalia wants to find some kind of treatment for her father before he loses his eyesight completely. She has also a little brother, which he is still very young to go to school. Her mother disappeared a little bit after she gave birth to her little brother. Amalia always wanted to find where her mother went. Amalia's mother was a really good doctor. The pharmacy is owned from a rich man named Ben. Ben is always curious about Amalia's mother disappearance. One day she offered Amalia to help her find her mother. He told her to meet him at the pharmacy late at night. When she went to the pharmacy, the pharmacy was robbed. What? God damn it. Where is it? When she went there, pharmacy was robbed. She panicked because she didn't know what to do. After a while, Ben arrived. He, in shock, accused Amalia for the robbing and called the police. She was confused and scared, that's why she ran back home. When she returned home, she found her father unconscious and her brother missing. When her father was awoken and asked him what happened, he told her that someone abducted her little brother. But with his bad eyesight, he could not see who it was. Amalia found on the living room 2 bags with medicine. It was the stolen medicine. Amalia could not make sense of any of this. Amalia explained to her father what happened. Her father told her to run away and hide in the deepest part of the forest. She didn't want to because her father would get arrested instead, but she did anyway. In the forest, she found a small abandoned cabin. When she reached closer, she realized that the cabin is an alchemy lab. She explored the lab, found many documents about making medicine, many books in which she could not read. She found a diary in one of the rooms. The diary belonged to her mother and lab as well. And the lab as well. The diary belonged to her mother and the lab as well. Upon reading many things didn't make much sense, but she realized one thing: her mother wasn't just a doctor but a witch. She decided to get to the bottom of this mystery by making a cure for the liars. She spent years learning, making, failing, and trying again. She eventually became a witch herself and managed to make the cure. She returned to the village to find her family and redemption for her. A young man was crying at the side of the road when she arrived. His name was David. When Amalia asked him what happened, he said that his mother is sick, but he could not afford the medicine. Amalia offered to help David for free. Amalia's cure did wonders surprisingly fast. David often offered Amalia shelter and dinner as a way to show his appreciation. Amalia wanted to know what was happening in the village. She found out that the new mayor was Ben. Not only that, but he had adopted her brother as his own kin. Amalia explained her story to the man. Perhaps this is like this should have been more of a plot twist moment. No? Like that she didn't realize that the brother is her own kin. Not only that, but he had adopted a young kid who was how do you say it? Another young kid who was an orphan. That's what I'm looking to say. An orphan. Amalia explained her story to the man, and the man was determined to help her. He told her that he could slip the medicine for lies in the mayor's water in his next public speech. Next week. Now, how do we move on from here? You see, that's the thing with script writing. You cannot force it. Like, I want to write right now something, but I am not invested in this moment. I do not feel inspired. So whatever I might, write, would be something that I will later delete. Because simply enough, I do not feel inspired right now. I will probably feel inspired later to write something. But you know what? For the sake of just making a dumb story, I'm just gonna go in and whether I am, whether I'm completely satisfied, I'm not gonna, bother. I'm just gonna make a decent story. Decent. When I say decent, I mean, a simple story, beginning, middle, end. That's just how I'm gonna do. Let me think. How I would like to move on from here. I'm actually thinking right now. I do not have anything on mind. Damn. It's not easy. Nothing comes to mind. I need to inspire myself a little bit. Shit. How do you inspire yourself is the question. Let me think. The best way to The best way to inspire yourself, if you ask me, is to simply enough Google something that might inspire you. Let me think. Let me see. Let me write something completely dumb. Fantasy. Fantasy. Art. Orphan kid. Just something dumb. Something that is related, but something that might help us in some way. There are plenty of nice art. It's either the art or the music that will inspire you to write. This is how it always works, at least for me. It's not easy for someone to, make everything on his own. Ooh, nice picture. But that is not a kid, that is like an elf. Okay, let me think of the guy. It's rich man. I wanna see something greedy. This guy. When I think of Ben, I think someone like this. Legends of the Cryptids. Ah. Now, the reason why I'm thinking this guy like this, it's because he's now a mayor. So imagine him like this. Mayor Ben something. Now, yes. You're thinking someone who, with a stash, a coat or some shit, and a fat belly. Because the belly, symbolizes basically gluttony. And gluttony comes from the rich. Most of the time. At least in stories. I do not see anything better. Okay. Okay. Let me think. Kind witch. I want to make sure that nobody has commented. Sorry. I like to engaging with the audience, that's why. Kind witch. Another letter. Goddammit, I don't wanna see something that is like from somewhere. This is probably a nice picture. Probably when you think of Amalia, it's probably that picture right here. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I should do this. Okay. God damn it. There we go. I want a kind witch, but most of the pictures of witches are not kind. Are somewhat gritty. I mean, it's basically like in dark world, not really bothering with making a pleasant art or anything, just going on ahead and anyway, let me think. So we have the mayor, which he he's probably behind all of it. I don't think that is much of a, you know, much of a plot twist, but God, I do not feel concentrated right now. Okay, let's just go writing. Let's just go gun ho. Let me think. With 1 week of time in her hands, Amalia decided to gather info on her father. I do not think we should drag this along. I believe, you know, the father with the poor eyes. No. I'm thinking now, should I kill off the father or not? Let's not make it greedy. Let's not greedy. I mean, let's not make it very disrespectful. You know, let's see. She found out that her father was still alive and in prison. Now, there is something I would like to change because I remembered. I said that Ben, when Ben, he called the police. He called the guards. Because it's a medieval story. It is more suited to say that there are not police but guards, you know, in the village. Now let me think. Let me note something else down. That Ben. Where is the Ben? By a rich nobleman named Ben. Okay, now we have filled everything better. Let me think now. What the fuck is up with this music? This is way too epic for what we are writing right now. I wanted something relaxing, not something that will make me fight a dragon. You're done? Okay, I let's leave it at that. Let me think now. How do we move on from here? We have a good setup. We could go for many things from here on out. The story gets very complex at the middle, if you ask me. Finding a beginning and an end, it's not that difficult. Finding the middle, it's always the most difficult part, for me at least. Okay, let me Google it. Let me see if there is something worthwhile. How to write a middle in a story. Okay, how to write the middle of your novel. Change locations for new developments and challenges. Raise uncertainty about characters' goals and outcomes. Increase plot complications and obstacles. Create subplots that add interest to main arcs. Introduce interesting minor characters. Stay focused on eventual character goals. Easier said than done, you know. What the fuck is up with his music? I do not want... Give me relaxing fantasy music, goddammit, excuse me. I want something relaxing. Can I write ambience? Can I just write something? Orchestral music? No, I don't. Bridgeland, fantasy medieval music. Okay. Okay, this sounds good, I think. Except if it gets more orchestral later on. Let me think. More characters, more subplots. We will introduce more characters, but let me think. It's not that easy when you're not invested. Not invested, like when you're not inspired. If you do not know what you want to write, it's very difficult for you to write anything at all. Right now, I'm not inspired in order to be able to deliver something good. Well, that is the thing. I have challenged myself with writing a story in certain aspects which I personally do not really have connected in the past. For example, the example is the weak female character. Okay, she's a witch, but she's not like a warrior, like she can take down everybody. All her power lies on the fact that people do not know that she's a witch. Because obviously she's a witch. If she was to find out that people, if she was to find out that she is a witch, people would, hunt her down in a classic fashion. So basically, all her power comes from the fact that other people, she's basically cloaked in this armor of, mystery. The fact that nobody knows about her. Or they don't remember it, basically. Okay, not gonna lie, this music is awesome. But still, it's a little bit orchestral. But I will leave it for now. Let me think. Let me think. Okay, what we want to know right now is that the fact that, okay, she found out that he's alive and he's in prison, so... Amalia, try to observe... Observe. For a possibility to enter and speak to her father. While she was observing, God damn it. Here, while she was observing, she was observing. At night, let's not call him a knight for now. A man in an illustrious armor noticed her and approached her. God damn it. Here. This is how you write illustrious, right? Give me 1 second. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Does this sound right? I've heard the word illustrious before, but illustrious armor. It does make sense, I think. Sounds good. So, how about that? Okay. The man asked her what she was doing, where she was coming from, and let me think, how am I supposed to describe this? The man asked her what she was doing, where she was coming from, and since he had taken a great interest in her, Amalia answered. God damn it. I can't remember how to write answered. Answered. There we go. His questions lustered. The man had a dazzling aura around him. His name was... Okay, let me think. This is the new character, which my friend Howard actually asked from the previous week. Diavolo. But I do not want Diavolo because Diavolo in Greek means devil. It's very straightforward. I do not want something so straightforward. Okay, other words for Diavolo. Wait a minute. Diavolo names. I do not want something too difficult. There are many difficult names here. Zadro? Zadro, why not? Zadro. Let's go with Zadro. Maybe no. Maybe we need to make it a little bit more obvious. Dadro. Dazro. 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 Now that sounds a little bit more unique. Dazro. This is like a... I do not think there is such a name as a Dazro, but you know, you see? Through writing, you have now a very unique name. Dazro was seemed charmed. From Amalia's striking personality. How do we move on from here? The two talked for a while, and the two talked for a while and then parted ways. At night, Amalia told... Yeah, David. About what she discovered. On her father's whereabouts. That's the best way to describe it, I suppose. This is how you write whereabouts? Whereabouts. Ah, that's how it goes. God damn it, do I have to write all from the beginning? Okay. Ooh. Let me think. This is difficult. Anna Malia told David about what she discovered on her father's whereabouts. I'm still streaming, right? Excuse me. I need to make sure that I haven't done anything stupid yet again. I wouldn't like to stream on the wall for 2 hours again. So, at night Amalia told David about what she discovered on her father's whereabouts. David knew of a way to reach the jail cell window David knew of a way to reach the jail cell window, but he needed a special tool or I would like to say climbing. Let's make it simple, climbing. I will not really think too much about it. Well, but he needed a special tool for climbing. Tomorrow, David and Amalia, that's great, David and Amalia. Tomorrow, David and Amalia wait a minute, it's with 2 E. Yes. Do not make typos, I don't like typos. Tomorrow, David and Amalia decided to go to the market to find that tool. The story gets very complex from this point on. Damn. I don't like the music. It sets me off. Do we have anything better? This is very cheerful. I don't want something too cheerful. I want something that is relaxing. God damn it. Honestly, even something such as forest sounds could do at this point. Is this any good? No, I don't like this music. This kind of music never really inspired me. I like medieval settings and such. I just don't like the music itself. It doesn't really, strike me. Cathedral music. Is this any good? Nah. It sounds like I'm in the heavens. And even though that's not bad, I do not feel like... Let me use Enchanted a little bit. Because that was a song that inspired me last time. The music that inspired me. I would like to call it Amalia's theme. Okay, let me think. In order for me to think, I just need to listen to the music, really. David found the tool and acquired it. Acquired, it's like more of a sophisticated word for bought it. But David remembered that he had promised his mother to find some of here. Wait a minute. The music will not loop, that's why now I remembered. Ah, crap, I didn't want to go back. Damn it! Son of a bitch. Give me 1 second. There we go. But David remembered that he promised his mother to find some some of her favorite tea. So, I don't really consider tea as a luxurious item. So I'm like, okay, tea might be something that, you know, even commoners could buy. But David remembered that he promised his mother to find some of her favorite tea. So he split up. With from Amalie with Amalie. Split. So him and Amalie split up. Amalia split up. Up. Where do we move on? Excuse me. Where do we move on from here? Writing always relaxes me, goddammit. By the way, I have realized that I say too many times goddammit. I am a little bit self-conscious, I'm sorry. Let me think. So him and Amalia split up. Now I want something more like on the action side of things. So basically Amalia will find herself in some trouble. But how will she find herself in some trouble? I will make it a little bit straightforward. It's a little bit cliche, but I don't wanna linger on it too much. Amalia, not remembering. Remember. I forgot to remember how it's. Remember. This is how you write remember? Wait a minute. Remember. Yes. Okay. Yes, this is how you write. Okay. Okay. So, not remembering the layout of the streets very well, she found herself in a lonely alleyway. Not bandits. Bandits are more in the forest. I will just call them robbers. Robbers appeared out of nowhere, out of seemingly nowhere. And demanded and harassed her, basically. Does that make sense? Give me 1 second. I need to make sure that what I write is not just, you know, it doesn't only just make sense on Greek. Because I also have that problem. That's a thing when you write a story not in in a language that is not yours. There we go. Appeared out of seemingly nowhere and harassed her. Okay. So far, so good. Amalia. Could do nothing on her own. Luckily for her, what was his name? Dazro. Luckily for her, Dazro appeared. And defended her. The robbers determined. How do you write determined? Determined. Give me 1 second. Determined. I know the words. I just don't remember how they're written. Determined. Not detrimental. What the fuck? Detriment. What? Determined. 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 No, wait a minute. Yes. Determined. Yes, this is correct. There we go. Determined. There we go. Now that's good. The robbers determined to not find, but to take. Yes, to take some. Determined to take some riches. Launched themselves launched. Wait a minute. I don't want to say. I hope it's not launched. Launched. Lunged. Lunged. Throwed. I will just write throwed. throw them themselves. Throw themselves. Wait a minute. This is not written correctly. Something feels off yet again. God damn it. Now, it's always when I write themselves. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we're good. Now we're good. The robbers, determined to take some riches, throw themselves on him. Dazro fought them off while Amalia used some of her witchcraft trickery to provide some advantage. This is how it's written, right? Half of the time I'm just gonna make sure that I know good English. Yes, this is how it's written. Advantage. To him. Malia used some of her witchcraft to provide some advantage to him. Let me change the song because we have heard it a lot. And even though I really like this song, I need to have something more I need to have something different for variety. Is this good? No, I don't like this. Let's skip this. There we go. Let me think. This is not easy. The more complex it gets, the more your mind flies off to so many different scenarios. Dazro fought them off while Amalia used some of her witchcraft trickery to provide some advantage to him. Yeah, with this kind of music I will fall asleep definitely. Let me think. The robbers ran off. Amalia thanked Dazro for coming to her get on the rescue. Rescue. That must be right? Yes. Where do we move on from here? We have made a lot of progress. Now, I understand that this is not an ideal way to write a script. But as I said before, This does not really, you know, this is not meant to be something full-fleshed. It's more like, it's more of a play than, you know, a novel. That's why I do not bother to write the dialogue and all that. You can imagine it, the dialogue. It's not too difficult. We have a bonding moment here with Dazro and Amalia. Why don't we move on from here? I do want to start wrapping it up a little bit, but we haven't actually managed to get through enough, you know, plot yet in order to, you know, manage. Let me think. I'm trying to think a little bit of the ending as well. My mind is all over the place. I'm trying to think how I am building it up, you know, in order to reach a climax, basically. Let me think. Most of the time when you write a script, it's just staring at the fucking paper sheet and it'll be like, okay, what do I write now? It's not very fun sometimes when you get stuck like this. It's very fun when you get unstuck. But when you start having this basically, you know, artistic block, basically, like not really knowing how to move on, it's a little bit irritating. That's why most of the time, whenever I find myself, you know, in this kind of block, I'll just not bother. I'll just, you know, move on with my day, keep watching other, you know, other creative like sources like art, music, movies, series of any kind. And I hope that, you know, something will inspire me to move on with a script at some point. Let me think. Let me get inspired a little bit. Let me think of the face of Dazro. How does Dazro look like? Maybe something like that will help me. I wanted to write Dazro's face. Wait a minute, if I write that, what the fuck? What kind of results am I gonna get? Dazro face. I didn't get something decent. This is ridiculous. Okay, screw it. Let me think. Fantasy art. Night, just night. Noble night. No, not noble night. Let me just say something. What the fuck? This guy doesn't look like a knight. Nah, I don't like knights with huge swords. None of that is good enough. Ah. This guy reminds me a little bit of Lord of the Rings, but it's good enough. Then again, you could have someone like this. This guy, it's a little bit too... He looks a little bit too... serious. On this case, I don't want a knight who has a helmet. I want a knight who looks like a, who doesn't have a helmet, basically. Let me think. Noble knight. Let me see what. Let me see what kind of results am I gonna get. Now we get some better results. Could be someone like this. Screw it. This is getting difficult. Difficult from the perspective that I do not really know how to make the build-up right now. Let me think. This is boring. This feels like a school assignment right now. I have to sit here and force myself to think of something to write. And that's why I technically, when I found myself in this kind of jet lag, I'm like, you know what? Screw it for today. I will continue when I feel like it. But for now, I just wanna, I just wanna move on a little bit. Maybe get to the next day. Let me think. Of course, Dazor wants to have some kind of he wants to. We have a moment for them together. So Dazor basically finds a moment right here to. Dazor. Dazor invited Amalia for dinner. Dinner with 2 and or 1. I think it's 1. Dinner. Yes, it's 1. You see, I know English, I just don't remember. He said that eating, enjoying maybe, and a meal with someone makes the food tastier? Nah, that doesn't sound good. Makes nah. He said that enjoying a meal with someone brings people closer. I'm trying to find a nice way of, like, you know, basically the reason why he invites her. Brings them closer sounds a little bit too aggressive to bang, and I don't like that. And saying that makes the food tastier makes it sound like he's just too hungry to eat. Like in general, not metaphorically speaking. He said that enjoying a meal with someone makes for better times? He said that enjoying a meal with someone makes the time more worthwhile. Makes time worthwhile. That sounds decent enough. Let me see if this sentence actually makes sense. I'm running everything on Google Translate to make sure that, you know, it makes sense both in English and in Greek. Okay, it's good. Amalia. Had other matters to focus on. But she couldn't refuse. Amalia enjoyed the meal with a noble knight. I think of a way to make things a little bit more faster, I suppose. I think. Oh. It's going to rain today. I'm sorry, I'm watching the news a little bit. Yeah, you see, when you write, your mind goes anywhere. Anywhere. Like, you don't really focus on just on writing alone. It's nice to be carefree a little bit like that. I personally enjoying to be carefree because I do not feel like I'm forcing myself or my mind to come up with good ideas. I just, you know, good ideas just happen. From my perspective, at least. Amalia enjoyed the meal with the noble knight. The knight, Dazro. I don't want to describe the food and all that, but Insisted. Insist. God damn it. On drinking some wine. Amalia not being much of a drinker. She got drunk relatively quickly. Relatively. How the fuck do you write relatively? There you go. God damn it. Now I have to write it all over again quickly. Only not being God damn it, I have to write all of that again. Only not being very much of a drinker. What? Not being very much of a drinker, she got drunk relatively quickly. Let me think now. How do we move on from that? She opened up the Dazro and told him her story. Dazro apologized to her. Apologize. How do you write apologize in English? Because apologize is a Greek word. Apologize. Apologize. Okay. There we go. For having to arrest her. Amalia was shocked, but she wasn't much on her senses. It wasn't much on her senses to understand Tend. Dazro explained to her that witches are not welcome. David was worried about Amalia because of how late she was. David was worried about Amalia because of how late she was. David went to look for her. When he God damn it. David went to look for her when he saw some guards escorting her to the prison. Okay, so now we're basically night. And then basically the next day. Okay, let me write that down in order to be good about it. Next day. Amalia found herself in a prison cell with another man with her. That man was her father. Amalia found herself in a prison cell with another man with her. That man was her father. Her father had gone completely blind because how did I mention it before? The father had an accident, damage to his eyesight. It's okay. Mother. Okay, yes. Because of his condition, but He could never forget. He could never forget his though there's voice. The two of them cried in a bitter sweet joy. Amalia told her father about what she was doing all these years, and that she found her mother's lab. Oof. Well, we got some progress in. Basically, we found ourselves where we wanted, but not in the circumstances that we wanted. Get it? Amalia wanted to see her father, but she was not expecting that she was going to be inside his cell. Then again, obviously you know what will happen next. David has the tool. She will probably try to rescue Amalia in some way. First he will speak to her. How do we do this? Let me note down where the next day is its time, because I think that's important. I think right here we said it already, but the next day, no, I have written I have written it too suddenly. David found the tool and acquired it after immediately saying that tomorrow David and Amalia. Yeah. So I'll just leave it at that, maybe. No. David knew of why to read the special tool for count. Okay. We can write it like this. There we go. We are counting the days now because he said in a week, right? So in 1 week, with 1 week of time in her hands, Amalia decided to gather info on her father. The first day was the day of the tool and her capture. The next day is the day of the prisoning, basically. So we are in the second day. We have still 5 more days ahead. You see how complex these things get? And we will still have a lot of way to go. But I'm bored. I don't want to write anymore. I already know how things will play out, basically. But I don't feel like writing it. Basically, she's going to escape with David's help. And things will turn out even more crazy when she is going to find herself, under the spotlight of Mayor Ben, basically. He will find out about her before the, the day of the speech. How do we move on? Maybe I have still some time to write something more, but I do not feel like it. But I will push on. I will push forward. Let me think. Amelia told her father about what she was doing all these years and that she found her mother's lab. Her father was proud for her. Her father was proud for her, but he was saddened. No. He was just sad, maybe. Yes. That him and her now share the same fate. Amalia was maybe wait a minute. Amalia found herself in a prison. I should have wrote Amalia when she woke up found herself in a prison cell, but okay, it's good enough. Amalia was not hopeless. She believed that with her magic she could find a way for them to escape. So by the way, I haven't actually described the script at all right now. I just realized so basically you can see that Dazro was basically a jackass. You get it? Like, this was the moment of betrayal right here. This is how you write a decent script, basically, when you have ups and downs. I feel like, you know what? It's not it's not like a... It's not something, incredible, but at the same time, it's decent. This is actually a little bit out of my field. I do not write scripts like that most of the time. Like, I do not write scripts with that kind of setting. But I do write them with this kind of structure. If not a little bit more twisted, and a little bit more, on the fantasy side. Like even more fantasy. Because right now, the only person who has, like, some powers over, fantasy kind of situations are, like, Amalia. Just that. Like, you don't have anyone else who, can pull off a Deus Ex Machina, basically. But it's good enough. Amalia was not hopeless. She believed that she could escape with her magic. She could find a way. That with her magic, she could find a way for them to escape. But she needed some materials to put the guards to sleep. Material. How do you write material? I think I have made a typo again. Material. Material. God damn it. I have to write it all over again. Why is the notepad glitching like that? Materials. But she needed some materials to put the guards to sleep first. She needed some materials to make... Nah, screw it. Oh crap. I have to write it again. God fucking... She needed some materials to put the guards to sleep first. Actually, let me write that here again. She needs some materials to make a remedy. A remedy. What the fuck? Remedy to put... God damn it. The guards to sleep. Okay. Damn. She needed some materials to make a remedy. God fucking damn it. Of course. To put... Wait a minute, remedy. What the hell is a remedy again? Remedy. It's basically like... Yes, dust. Yes, dust. Something like... Some kind of vitamin or something like that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. By the way, I just realized that the playlist went from fantasy to something lo-fi hip-hop. But it was nice music, not gonna lie. Good thing it was it was copyright free at least. Wondrous copyright free music. I don't like it. I'm just gonna put some piano, basically. Piano music. Soft piano music. Okay, I like piano. I don't like the ads though. Shut up. Oh god damn it, we still have ads. There we go. There we go. Now that's some good music. But I needed some materials. I love piano, by the way. Piano always inspires me for more scripts. But she needs somebody else to make a remedy to put the guard to sleep first. At night, David climbed to her prison. What? Who is it? I do not need your reminder about my car's extended warranty, son of a bitch. At night, David climbed to her prison. To her prison window. Prison cell's window. At night, David climbed to her prison cell's window. Amalia explained God damn it, now I cannot remember how do you explain this written. But piano is so good. Okay, good enough. Amalia explained her plan to him, and they decided to execute it. Tomorrow. Tomorrow night. When... Wait. Explained the plan to him, and they decided to execute it. The plan that to execute it the day after tomorrow. After she has prepared the remedy. Malik explained her plan to him, and they decided to execute it the day after tomorrow, after she has prepared the remedy. The next day, at daylight, Amalia and her father had time to catch up on their lost time. Her father wait, this is no copyright, okay? Her father was told her a lot about her mother and how much alike they were. Amalia told her father that when they get out of here, she will cure his eyesight problem. Amalia told her father that when they will get out of here, she will cure his eyesight problem. None of them wanted to talk about her lost brother. At night, David brought all the materials Amalia asked for. And this is where we'll leave it for today. We're gonna write the next day. And this is it. Now, on what day are we? Day 1 was the day where she I was crying a bit. 1 week of time in her hands. From here on out, it's like first day was the day she met Dazro. The next day, second day is the day they acquired the thing that she got imprisoned. The day after, third day, is the day that she found herself in a prison cell with another man with her. That was her father. Fourth day, it was a day where she catch up with her father. Fifth day, we're in the fifth day. We have 2 more days. This is where things will get even more complicated now, in this fifth day. I will write the number 4th, 5th. Wait, is it the 5th? Wait a minute. No, I am wrong. 1 week of time. First day. This is the second day. Second. Okay. Second day. Third day. Third. How do you write third? Third. RD. That's right. Fourth day. Fourth day. Okay. This is it for today. Another 2 more hours of script right here. It was fun, once again. I'll probably continue it next week yet again. Tomorrow we have What do we have tomorrow? Oh yeah, more police work we have tomorrow. That's what we have. Ooh. You know, honestly speaking, tomorrow I will be. Every time I do police work, it's more like a role playing kind of thing. I have assumed the role of the warden basically, and it is kind of ridiculous when I see everybody talking about non-stop not November. Now that I decided to create this role basically, because that makes me either an outsider or the opposite side. Like I have, in case you haven't followed me on Twitter, which I would enjoy if you did, I have actually created this streak of retweets, reply retweets actually, where I actually have basically went ahead and tried to find quote unquote evidence for the arrest of these degenerates. It's fun. It's just for the lols. I suppose I will keep it all the way throughout November. And I'm gonna dedicate every Saturday, maybe even Wednesday as well. It is Wednesday, right? Sometimes I confuse the Wednesday with the Thursday. It must be Wednesday, right? Yes, Wednesday. Every Saturday it's police work time. Possibly even Wednesday if I feel like it. I'll see. I'm not sure. I will try. I will see how far I will come. I will go. I also have some scripted videos I want to make. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching from the future. And not gonna lie, all the support I get, it's support I appreciate. You don't really get to, do something worthwhile if you are all alone. I'm trying to get the message across. It feels sometimes sometimes it might feel like I'm whining, and sometimes I actually feel bad about it. But I'm not lying when I say that I truly appreciate everyone who comes in and goes out. Because, okay, it's still like you came in even for a second. And it's something that counts. Because, again, you feel some kind of fulfillment from that. It's not whining. It's true appreciation. It's something that I genuinely appreciate. And I will probably keep telling this for every stream I make. Anyway, thank you so much for watching again. Have a nice day, and I'll see you tomorrow at the same time, 2 p.m. Eastern European time. Okay? Later.